Hello everyone, it's Chris, and I'm really excited today. This is going to be a short video that I did not intend to produce. This was not on my list of ideas to produce videos, but yesterday I got an email from BRP and I'm real excited about it. So we're heading into downtown Niagara Falls, riding along the Niagara River there on the Niagara Scenic Parkway. So yesterday I got an email from BRP. Now, a month or two ago, I did a video on another email I got from a research outfit out of Montreal that was doing research on behalf of BRP. This email appeared to come from BRP directly. Now, I say appeared to come from BRP directly because if you went down to the fine print at the bottom of the email where it gave you an option to unsubscribe to future emails, it didn't say unsubscribe from emails from BRP. It said unsubscribe from emails from Qualtrics, which sounds like a consumer research firm of some sort. So it may not have come directly from BRP, but I was really excited about the line of questions they asked, and I'll explain why. So the previous email that came down the pike that I did a video on was filled with questions about the Can-Am dealer network and some information about riding habits and things like that. The email I got yesterday was all about electronics and the instrument display. Now, they must have known that they must know enough about my purchase to know I've got a 23 Can-Am Spyder with the old instrument display and not the new TFT display. And all of the questions were great questions about satisfaction, not so much this particular display, but my habits and usage of the technology that is on my Spyder, and would I like to see other things built into the display. They ask questions about, like, how would you prioritize things like GPS versus fuel management, etc., etc. And the reason why I was so excited to get this email yesterday, it was just so, the timing was just so ironic. In fact, on the nature of timing, today is June 12th, and I'm going to publish this video on June 12th. I have other videos. I've got a couple of videos from my Rhode Island trip that still haven't, they're finished videos, but they're in the scheduled hopper on YouTube. So they won't run for the next few days or so, but I'm going to stick this one in the queue right now, today, on June 12th, so it's timely with the email that I got yesterday, because I also shot a video yesterday that will publish after my Rhode Island videos. I think I scheduled it for a week from today, about the Can-Am radio. I had one of my channel viewers, by the way, the cloud that you see there, the plume of what looks like smoke but it's mist, is not coming from an industrial smokestack. It's coming from Niagara Falls, which is sometimes its own weather system. The mist, as it pours over the falls, the mist kind of creates this plume, and that's what you're seeing right there. We're going to get a little closer to it. But anyway, so I did a video on the Can-Am Spyder radio at the request of one of my channel watchers. And I came to the conclusion at the end of the video, and I hope I wasn't too harsh on Can-Am, but I basically said, guys, give it up. You just don't have the acumen to produce good technology when it comes to the instrument display and all of the information that is fed into it. And I basically said, look, outsource it. There's nothing to be ashamed of outsourcing things if you just can't do it. So I said, basically, look, you're in a deal with Apple, even though that deal doesn't seem to be too solid with all that they're going through right now. But instead of saying to Apple, we want CarPlay, have Apple do the whole ball of wax, everything in here. If you don't want to do it with Apple, do it with Toyota, or someone who, or Sony, someone who has proven that they can produce an instrument display panel that is functional, that is intuitive, that is user-friendly. Now, Apple is an expert at that. I'm gonna just pause here for this view. Apple is an expert at, you know, intuitive user interfaces, but so anyway, I'm going off on a tangent that is in my video that'll publish next week, but I said, look, Can-Am, you can't do this. Or at least not do it well. I get home from shooting that video and I open my emails and there's one from BRP asking my opinions on this. I thought it was so ironic. And here's the real reason why I'm shooting this video. I posted a video maybe a month or so ago speculating on when the next revise of the RTs would come out. The last version of the RTs went from 2014 to 2019. That's a six-year span. And the current RTs came out in 2020. So 2020, 21, 22, 23, 20, the 23 models were what, the fourth iteration? And the 24 models, which are out on the streets right now, are the fifth iteration. So my thinking is, this coming fall, when they introduce the 25s, that will be the sixth model year without any significant changes. They changed the switchgear, they changed the display, but nothing significant. So in that video, I speculated that if it's not this fall, next fall, they're going to introduce a whole new model, a whole new revise. And so there's the plume coming from Horseshoe Falls, generating all that smoke up there. Not smoke, it's not smoke, but mist. So I'm excited because we all know there are a lot of bugs in the Spyder. We know that. And it's not just with the instrument display panel, but my gosh, in the instrument display panel, which was the focus of that email, we've got issues in terms of the fuel management system, in terms of the radio being not very user-friendly. I mentioned in my video that runs next week about how I still don't know how to handle the presets, even though I've watched videos on how to do the presets. So they're focused on this, even though they just revised it for this current 2024 model year. I'm thinking that that email went out for a reason, and it's probably not going to affect the 2025 models, because my guess is those things are already in the works. If they're going to introduce those in the fall, I can't imagine them doing much work over the summer beforehand. My guess is that starts long before that. So I'm thinking that the 2026 Spyders, and the RTs in particular, it'll be their sixth model year. I say RTs in particular only because this is the only model that I know much about. I don't know much about the F3s or the Rikers or anything else for that matter. So now we're at the tip of Goat Island. That's the Niagara River coming this way from the east, heading west to pour over the cliff of Niagara Falls. So anyway, I'm excited because I would love to see this model upgraded and improved with all these buggy things, the seat shocks and all the little things that we've all experienced. And I think it's a good sign that they're reaching out to consumers to get their input on this. And the timing, because it came literally the same day I shot a video criticizing this, I just found it intriguing. So if you have a Can-Am Spyder, I'm sure you probably got that same email. What are your thoughts on it? If you didn't get the email, check your email, and if you check and you don't have it, maybe like the last email, it didn't go to every single one in their universe. It went to a random sampling of maybe recent Spyder purchases. I don't know. If you don't have a Can-Am Spyder but are looking at getting one, I don't know really what to tell you on this. I wouldn't want to say wait a year and a half to buy a Spyder because they may revise it and improve it, because my gosh, like, I'm just speculating here, but I think it's interesting. And I'd love to know your comments, whether you have a Spyder or not. I told you this would be a short video, but I'm going to post this today on June 12th because I think the timeliness on this video is important. I want to thank you again for watching and sticking with me. The channel crossed 1,000 subscribers. That doesn't really mean a whole lot other than it's just a big round number, and I really appreciate those of you who subscribe. And whether you subscribe or not, as always, you have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.